Welcome back to another video. So in the topic of today's video, I'll be discussing the Tesla stock, ticker symbol TSLA, going over any recent news, price predictions, insider activity, and a bit more stuff as well. But if you could subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, also smash the thumbs up on the video, give a comment as well, and also hit the notification bell to get notified every time I upload a video. So now straight to the point. So what has been happening with Tesla recently? So Cathie Woods of ARK Invest has sold £297 million worth of Tesla stock this month, joining a slew of insiders cashing out of the Tesla stock. ARK Invest CEO Cathie Woods has been selling off a growing number of the company's shares this month. This is on Forbes magazine, and it's not a bigger deal as what you might think. Tesla still remain ARK's biggest holding in their portfolio, and the amount of Tesla that ARK have sold this month has been the most in September. But again, this looks a bit scaremongering from media. Yes, ARK have sold some shares of Tesla, but it isn't a great deal, and we'll take a look now why. So we can see that Tesla is still ARK's #1 position in the portfolio, having 10% of the weight of the whole portfolio. So they've got just under 3 million shares now, and previously it was around 5 million. So we can see Tesla still somewhere at the top of the holdings in the ARK company portfolio. That was at the 20th of September, so pretty recently updated. It's fine for companies to do this. Sometimes it's just nice to trim position, and they might want to put it into something else which is a lower price to try and boost that position up maybe, but still looking strong at the top of the list there. So as well as recently on the dark pools, this is where it shows what the big institutions are buying of certain stocks. So we can see Tesla, and you can just note at the bottom the position in the dollar sign next to it. 19.5 billion pounds worth of shares have been bought of Tesla. So it shows the institutions are still buying this stock, and obviously it's a banger for the future. More of a look into the ownership breakdown of Tesla now while we're on the note of the institutions and who actually owns the company. 44% of Tesla's shares are within institutions, and quite a large amount of the shares are also within the general public. It's a very popular stock amongst retail investors. And then the rest is just broken down into slight little brackets such as public companies, private companies, and state or government. But one thing is quite interesting to see. You can see the top 25 shareholders of Tesla, but it shows the top 10 on the screen. ARK Invest are not among the top 10 shareholders of Tesla. We can see the likes of Elon Musk, the Vanguard Group, BlackRock, Capital Research and Management. There's loads of big institutions who own a lot of shares in this company. ARK are only 17th on this list and own 0.55% of the total shares of Tesla. So again, if you look at the number of shares, that's 5.5 million shares. Obviously now it's gone down to just under 3 million after ARK have obviously sold some. This hasn't been updated since the 30th of June. And the value of 4 billion and 8% of the whole portfolio, as it stated there at that time. So you can see Tesla, massive banger of a company, and ARK only own a small fraction. So you've got to look at these sort of things in proportion when a company does sell, the amount of shares that they have done. And if you're wondering whether it is too late to get in on the Tesla train, you are very mistaken. Tesla is an absolute banger for years to come. And if you can see the vehicle sales prediction, so we can see the red line is where we're at now. So Tesla, as of 2021, are getting out 800,000 vehicles a year. But if you look forward 12 years to 2040, Tesla are projected to be selling almost 45 million cars, and that'll be just a bit of simple maths, 50 times more cars than what they're doing now. So Tesla is still early stages of the electric cars, and it will become more prominent, especially in the next 5 to 10 years especially. And in terms of earnings, Tesla earnings are still solid even at this moment in time. We're not selling the amount of cars, nowhere near the amount of cars that are projected. So in the last 4 earnings, they've beaten 3 and missed on 1. And the quarterly financials are looking really good as well. They're being very profitable. And bearing in mind, each quarter, they're still making billions of dollars. And just think what that would be. They were making around at least 40-50 billion every quarter projected by the time it's 2040. So Tesla, long-term hold, an absolute banger of a company, and one I would definitely recommend having in my portfolio. Not financial advice, by the way. So in terms of price predictions, we have the average price of Tesla rated by analysts is $697, high of $12,000 and a low of $150, which is quite a ridiculous prediction in my opinion. That is very low, but analysts do get paid to hate on a company like Tesla. But recently, an Oppenheimer investor who is a top 25 analyst has given this a buy at $1,080. Again, this is for what they predict is going to be in the year's time. So that's just over $1,000 there. Again, another analyst from Webush has given this a buy at $1,000. So analysts in general do see this as a good opportunity to buy this stock. And as I said, Tesla is a great company for the future. So if we just look at the resistance and support zones at the moment, if you don't know, the resistance zone is where it gets to a high position where it probably will likely come down. It might not come down, but the likelihood is that it will. Then we have two support zones of 730, which again, if it gets to that, maybe a good opportunity to get back in before it does get back up to that 760 mark. But if it does dip below that, we could be seeing below the 700 mark. And if it does get into the 600s again, that would be a really, really good time to load your money up on Tesla. So anyway, that is it for today's video. Let me know what you think of it below if you invest in Tesla. Don't forget to smash the like button, give a comment as well. On that note, I'll leave you to it. Take care. Bye.